Winter Ricky and Perrin Manuel will rejoin him in the front row. Adam Ross and Horowhenua again in the locks. Rick Kernahan, Jack Richardson and Taylor Maxwell will be at number 8. Sammy Parks and Narangi Haidua, your first 5 halfback combination. We've got Benny Haidua out on one wing, TK Moike and Vernon Bartlett in the midfield. BJ Sydney on the right wing and Morris Saliko at the back. Peter Bishop, Tim Barbridge, Scott Lazenby, Mangu Kemp, Fabian Kahaki, Taina Portai and Jaden Milner slots onto the bench. So Horowhenua has just come out onto the field. We'll take a look at their team for you. So just say hello to John Hill coming over here to take up his posse, getting ready to record the happenings of today's game. Robin Pratt wearing number 1, Dean Rawpata in the front row as well as Scott Cameron. Ryan Shelford will be captain, Joel Winterburn, Tom Zimmerman, Aaron Lammett and Michael Famanis, Kane Tomo, Ethan Reti, Willie Paioa, he's out on the left wing, Callum Kilimete and Timosi Serawalu will be your midfield combination. Himion Henare and James Soyoale will be at the back. On the bench they've got David McCurlin, Chase Makamaka, Anthony Ackerman, Tainui Brown, Stuart McGregor, Dylan Taylor and Corey Kennett as you hear the national anthem being played in the background as the Sky Blue boys, the boys in Sky Blue run out onto the field here, and not a bad crowd for the first game of the year. Some loyal supporters have turned up, as you always expect here at Whakarua Park. But not far away from it, Ken, there's, I'll get in position so that the whānau can hear the haka. But not far away from kick-off here in what should be a good game of rugby. Beautiful day, Ken, as things go quiet here now. We're about to get underway, whānau. You listen for the boys about to lay down the challenge. Coverage kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications and Black Bee Contractors. Oh, we've got 2 hakas going on here, whānau. Now, Horowhenua have turned up with the challenge.
What a way to start the game.
Kapiti replying with their very own haka there. So got a feeling to start the game as we're about to get underway here at Whakarua Park in this second round clash between Horowhenua Kapiti and Knights Below East Coast. Your referee today from Wellington, Nick Hogan. And just trying to think who's on the sidelines. We've got Mr. James Palmer, and I think it's Whiti Tumutumu across on the other side. We'll keep you updated with that one. As not far away from kickoff here, just waiting for the last minute preparations. As looks like Narangi Haidua are about to get us underway. As we're about to get started here, Narangi Haidua kicking off left to right as I look at the field. As usual, across on the far side from the grandstand. He gets us underway here with a deep kick down towards the 22. It bounces. Paioa takes it. Sorry, he doesn't bounce. He comes down the sideline. Brings it back towards the 10-metre line. Great charge there from Willie Paioa. Horowhenua Kapiti set it up on the own 10-metre line. Little halfback there pulls it out, sends it out to to Soialo, who sends it down deep to Saliko, standing inside his 22. He takes the fair catch there, or calls for the fair catch. As he looks for the sideline, huge kick here. Just held in, touched there by just outside his 22 there by Paoa. He throws it back to Soialo. He kicks it deep. It bounces inside the 22. Moike's back there with it. Moike steadies, looks for the sideline. What a beautiful high kick there. This one's going to find touch, but Soialo underneath it. And he decides against the quick throw there. There's James Soialo. This line out will take place just a couple of metres inside Horowhenua Kapiti's territory, on this near side of the park. And it's Ropata throwing the ball, and they go high, and it's been picked up there and tidied up by the number 7. That's Lamet. They set it up on the halfway now as the little halfback Tamo feels it, picks it up, sends it out wide. They set it up in the midfield now. Little halfback having a look, Tamo having a look at his options, goes back deep to his number 10 there. It's Reti sitting in the pocket. BJ Sydney juggles it back inside his 22. Sends it back to Saliko, who picks it up at his feet. He's got a left foot and a beautiful left foot there. Sends it right back to where we just restarted with that last line out. We'll come all the way back, this one here, about 4 metres inside Horowhenua territory. We'll come back and have a restart of that. And that's the line out there. As we'll try and sort out our problems here we're having with the live stream. And commentary as it goes down quickly as Horowhenua Kapiti take it cleanly. They send it out to the midfield. It's one of the big boys in the midfield there, Kilemete, sorry. They go wide again out towards the club room side of the field. They stop in the midfield. Pick and go here from the Paoa, who's gone looking for the ball. They take it into Ngāti territory here, inside the 10 metres still as they go out to Reti. Puts a little chip through, it's picked up there by Saliko. Throws it back infield. Maxwell having to go back there and tidy this one up. Maxwell comes away outside his 22. Ngāti over the top of this. They set it up as Sammy Parks has a look at his options. He's got Moike at first receiver. They come out to Hairoa. Hairoa steps and goes. He's got Jack Richards with him. Richards takes it up towards the 10 metre. Parksy looking for the ball again. Brings it out now to Hairoa. Hairoa to Saliko. Saliko with a long pass out to Sydney. Sydney stepping down the sideline, and he's just gone into touch on about 5 metres and still inside Ngāti territory. It'll be a Horowhenua Kapiti line out, and I think I'm going to have to try and get on the other side of the field because the mic for the live stream is not picking me up. I'll try and work on that. If Trudy can hear me, I'm sure she'll signal to me if I need to swap sides. They go high at the back of the line out and it's taken down by the Lamet. Quick ball out through the backs they go, and it's Reti carving through the middle. Up towards the 22 goes the first 5. He's taken down. He loses the ball. Picked up by Maxwell. Maxwell to Bartlett. Bartlett gets it to Saliko. Saliko in a bit of space. He stumbles. Gets back to his feet. Takes it down on Ngāti 10 metre line. Penalty against Ngāti there. Just couldn't make out the call for that one. Right on the 10 metre line. And it'll be a shot at goal here for Horowhenua Kapiti. So I'm not sure if the live stream is picking up the commentary. But this shot at goal here, 40 metres, maybe 43 or 44 on an angle. He's about 15 or so in from touch. More or less right on the 10 metre line. And Ethan Reti with the first points attempt here today. And he lines it up. A little bit of a crosswind picking up, a little bit of a westerly. As he comes in, he strikes. It's high. Does it have the accuracy? It's coming across the face of the post. No. Stays down. It'll be a dropout 22 restart. As Sammy Parks brings the ball back. and they play around with it. And we'll just slow it down now. The referee will tell them to hurry up with it shortly. Goes back to Haidua. Haidua standing in the centre of the field. Narangi Haidua. 3 Haiduas on the park today. As he sends it high, it's going to come down by the 22, and it's been lost. Went backwards there, I think. It's the call from the referee off Horowhenua Kapiti. They set it up on their own 10 on Ngāti Porou 10 metre line. Pick and go through the forwards. Bring it out now to the number 8, that's Fumanis. They still got it here, Horowhenua Kapiti, as they bring it out now to Reti. Reti up to Lambert, he loses the ball forward. It'll be a scrum feed here, no advantage to Ngāti Porou East Coast. It'll be a scrum down just outside their 10 metre line, more or less centre field. Six minutes gone, no score here. Coverage kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications across there in Melbourne, and of course Blackberry Contractors here in Ngāti Porou country, here in Ruatoria, and of course the live stream coming courtesy of Ngāti Porou Seafood Limited. Sammy Parks to feed the scrum, and the scrum goes down. Well, not quite, gets back up again. Ball in, big scrum from Horowhenua Kapiti. Parksy picks it up, goes for a run. It's been lost forward there by Saliko. Picked up here now by Paioa. Paioa down the sideline, gets past one. Goes into BJ Sydney and Sammy Parks. They take him to deck just inside the 22. Little run down the sideline from the halfback. He just gets stopped, trying to push him out of his side. He does well to keep the ball in there. Paioa playing halfback. They go infield to Reti. Reti looking for a runner. He's got the big number 3, Cameron. They're struggling to put him down. Hakarangi Tichborne's got him. Takes him to deck now. Quick ball out to Reti. Reti sends it wide again. Soialo in the back line. He takes it to deck. King Country looking to recycle it. They come back to the inside to Lammett. He's taken in a solid hit, but Horowhenua Kapiti, sorry, not King Country. Horowhenua Kapiti still got the ball here. They set it up about 15 out. Penalty coming. Nice work there by Hakarangi Tichborne over the top of that ball. And I'm going to try and go around the other side of the park, Whānau, so that we get a commentary going on the live stream as Ngāti Porou kick it for touch there. This line out here, midway 10 metre 22 inside Ngāti Porou territory on this near side of the park. So I'm going to try and get a bit closer. It seems our live stream commentary signal is cutting out. Short line out called by Ngāti Porou East Coast. They go to Ross at the back, takes it cleanly. Comes back to Parks. Parks out to Haidua. Haidua up to Maxwell. Maxwell steps and straightens it up. They set it up. Pick and go here by Richards. Richards finds a little space. Does he? No. He takes a couple of metres. Bartlett playing halfback. Big pass out to Haidua. Horowhenua with a pass away. Looked like a penalty coming. Penalty against Horowhenua Kapiti. I think that was from the side, I think the referee's saying. Offside, sorry. Offside. I knew it was something to do with the side. This penalty looks like about on the 10 metre line as I try and get around to be closer to the signal. Hopefully the live stream starts to pick up the coverage very shortly. Pick up the commentary. So Ngāti Porou East Coast push down towards the 22 and the sides of the field will change. So across on the far side now as I come across to the grandstand side of the field. Just outside the 22. Short line now called again. They go to Ross again. No, that's Kernahan. It's been pulled down by Horowhenua Kapiti though as they run it out of their 22. Paioa with the ball again. And they've still got control here. Centre field goes back into the pocket to Reti. Reti puts the boot to it. Saliko standing back midfield 10 metre 22. He's got a bit of time. Left foot sends it down this grandstand side of the field. Reti's back there inside his 22. He chucks a long pass across to Soialo. Soialo with a huge right foot. Finds touch on that far side of the field. And it'll bring play right back into Ngāti Pro territory. About 15 metres inside Ngāti Pro territory. And it's a full line out this time. Full line out called by the boys in sky blue. About 14, 15 inside their own territory. They go high and it's over the top of Ross, but cleaned up by Richards at the back. They get it back now as Ross plays halfback. He comes across to Bartlett out in the midfield. He's driven back, but they still got control here. Ngāti Pro. Sammy Parks goes back to the far side of the field. They go out wide to Maxwell. He takes it into contact. Looking to recycle here. Penalty coming against Ngāti Pro. Not releasing. Player on his feet, all rights to the ball, and that's the big number 3 there. Scott Cameron. So again, another kickable penalty shot here. As I say that, Reti calls for the shot. Ethan Reti. It's a second opportunity for points here. We've gone 11 minutes in this first half. Teams still feeling each other out in this second Heartlands clash of the season. And this one here, he's about 38 on the angle. Might be a bit less, 37, 36. Very kickable. A little bit of a breeze coming at him. But should be pretty straightforward here. These are the bread and butter kicks, they call them. As Ethan Reti lines this one up. 35, 36 out on the angle. Comes in, strikes, it's high. Does it have the accuracy? It goes between the posts. First points of the day, 3-0. And there's the reason I didn't want to come across this side of the field. It's that speaker in the background. It will probably drown me out every time. As Ngāti Pro East Coast come back to restart. And it'll be, I'm just waiting for the ball here. I think the ball boys have forgotten to kick the ball on. The ball goes out now. Ngārangi Haidawat will get us back underway. 13 minutes gone in this first half coverage, kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications and Black Bee Contractors, and the live stream, of course, brought to you by Ngāti Pro Seafoods Limited. As we switch sides here, as Haidawat kicks off to the far side, chasers are coming, and it's been knocked on here, but picked up by Maxwell. He's got Manuel with him. They go to Moike in the midfield. He steps one and straightens it up. Still going as Moike takes it into the 22, right in front of the post. Parks with quick ball out to Haidawat to this near side. Comes up to Tichborne. Tichborne takes it into contact. Gives it to Benny Haidawat, and the ball's been ripped off him and taken out. Who's it off, says the... Looked like it was ripped off by a Horowhenua player. Referee just having a discussion here. Ngāti Pro East Coast ball. And Benny Haidawat there just having the ball ripped off him, but as the Horowhenua Kapiti player ripped the ball off, he threw it out. So line out here, Ngāti Pro East Coast about 5 out from the 22, or a couple out, sorry. Full line out called here. They look to the back. And it's been lost forward there, picked up by Horowhenua Kapiti through Lammett. He's hitting a solid tackle by Maxwell. They set it up in the midfield though, Horowhenua Kapiti. Penalty against Horowhenua though. Off their feet, I think, is the call. Not supporting their weight, I think. Number 6 there being penalised. That was Zimmerman. This one here, very kickable for Ngāti Pro East Coast. He's about 30 out, straight in front of the post. So Ngārangi Haidawat with his first opportunity to put points on the board here for Ngāti Pro East Coast. And hoping that we've sorted out all our problems now with the live stream. Live stream should be coming at you through Radio Ngāti Pro Facebook as well as NPEC Live. And Haidawat just lining this one up. 15 minutes gone in this first half. As he's, as I said, about 30 out, give or take. straight out in front. Lines it up. Okay, so no live stream at the moment, sorry whānau, but they will post the video up at the end of the game as Haidua comes in. He strikes it, it's high, looks pretty straight to me, flags go up. 3-all. Ngāti Porou get their first points of the game. 3-all. It's gone 16 minutes gone in this first half. Kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications and Black Bee Contractors. And the replay of the game will be brought to you by Ngāti Porou Seafoods Limited. Big mihi to the iwi Fishing Company. As again, we wait for the ball to go. Now we've got 2 balls on the paddock. And this quite solidly built fullback, James Horowhenua. I remember him last year, he scored, I think it was about 30 points against us. About to get us back underway. He sends it high, it's going to come down inside the 22. Sammy Parks calls for it, gets it back to Moike. The pressure's there, but Moike finds a bit of space. He takes it down just inside the 22. Parks having a look at his options. They go to the blind side to Perrin Manuel. They work it wide. I think that's Haidua down the sideline. The captain, Horowhenua, they get the pass back infield. Ngāti Porou still got this about 5 out from their 10-metre line. Quick ball from Parks out to Haidua, up to Winter Ricky now. He takes it into contact. Might have been a bit slow there, Ngāti Porou. Been ripped off them there by Horowhenua Kapiti as they work it away. It's been dropped backwards. They've still got it here through one of the big forwards. About 5 out from the 22. Horowhenua with the ball. Quick ball there from the little halfback. That was Tamo, as it's been spilled now as Sammy Parks comes away with it inside his 22, sends it deep, but Soialo's underneath it, back inside his own half. Soialo brings it back over the halfway. He's got players with him. That's the 13 there, Setawalu. He sets it up on Ngāti Porou East Coast 10-metre line, about 15 in from this near side of touch, grandstand side of the field. Cameron with the ball now. He takes a hard hit. Horowhenua Kapiti still got this. Tamo pulls it out to Reti. They go out wide to Lamet. Lamet standing in the back line. That's not Lamet, that's the number 4. That's Shelford, the captain. They come back to this near side to Paioa. Back to Cameron again. This big boy is everywhere. The big number 3. They set it up about 14 inside Ngāti Porou territory. They go back to the midfield. Sorialo at first receiver. Comes back on the infield pass. They're still finding a bit of space here. Horowhenua Kapiti. Back to this near side. Sorialo juggles it. He tries to step through the tackle. Taken down about 8 out from the 22. They keep working this near side. As Reti goes for a bit of a run, I think. That's Reti. He might be held up here. Tamo digs it out back to Reti. No, that wasn't Reti. He finds another strong runner there in Zimmerman. The defence is holding. They keep working it to their far side. As that's Lamet, I think he breaks through, does the 7. He gets a pass up to his number 5 and finds his Tamo in support. The defence just not able to hold there as Horowhenua Kapiti found a bit of space. First through the number 7, Aaron Lamet. Big support there from one of the big locks there. I think that was either Shelford. It was Shelford, I think. And then backing up was the little halfback, Kane Tamo, who's gone in next to the post. That'll take them out to the lead. 8-3. So here in the background, 8-3 with the kick to come. And this is pretty kickable. This one here, he can nearly throw over. He's just come out about 15 from the line. He's a couple of metres to this near side of the post. The defence was holding, but King Country, I keep getting mixed up there. King Country, Horowhenua Kapiti there, able to find a little bit of space up the middle. The fence has been pretty tight up until then. And the big number 7, he's been dangerous all day, is Aaron Lamet. Couple of earlier runs there, features by the big number 3, Scott Cameron, popping up in the midfield as Reti comes in. And he secures the extra points. Takes it out to 10-3. 20 minutes gone in this first half. been pretty even. Teams are still testing each other out though. And King Country there, just, oh sorry, again I keep calling them King Country. Horowhenua, Kapiti, sorry. Finding space up the middle, right next to the ruck. As Narangi Haidua comes back to restart this game. Just wondering which way he'll go now. He goes back to this near side of the grandstand side of the field. And Kernahan there, and it's been picked up by Kernahan, I think. It's been lost forward there, but no, Kernahan still got it. As Ngāti Porou look to try and dig it out of this ruck. And it's Richards having to play half-back, comes out now to Haidua. Haidua with a long pass out to Parks in the back line. Parks goes for a bit of a run. Goes down on the 10-metre line inside Horowhenua Kapiti territory. Quick ball from Moike at half-back, out to Perrin Manuel standing in the backs. That's Haidua, Narangi Haidua having to play half-back. Tichborne goes for a bit of a run. Hard man to stop. Parks digs it out now, comes out to Haidua on this near side, and Ross has got players all over him. He gets it away to Bartlett. Bartlett goes to Dick. Bit of counter ruck coming, but Sammy Parks has got his hands on the ball. Long pass out to Maxwell in the midfield. Maxwell gets it away, but to no one. It's been picked up by Ross. Ross to Saliko. Saliko dances through a couple of players, takes it to Dick now. Sammy Parks out to Haidua. Haidua out to his cousin Narangi, out to Maxwell. Quick hands here through the forwards. Perrin Manuel out wide. He's got Sydney with him, but he takes it to Dick. Sydney coming in to play halfback. No, Haidua coming, Narangi Haidua coming to play halfback. Long pass out now to Tichborne at first receiver as they work it back to the centre of the park. Sammy Parks now out to Saliko. Saliko with the left foot that's been charged down there. Picked up there by number 14. That was Henare, booted downfield by So'oialo, who's going to find space and a nice bounce. Touch found just outside the 22 of Ngāti Porou East Coast from deep back in their own 22. Awkward bounce there for BJ Sydney. Just bounced and turned sharply over the sideline. 10-3 as they go high and early to Haidua. Sammy Parks puts it downfield. Might have gone out on the full, I think. No. The referee says yes. It was carried back. It was the line out was outside the 22. It was tapped back into the 22. Sammy Parks has booted it dead on the full. And booted it out on the full, sorry. And it'll be a Horowhenua Kapiti line out, a metre inside Ngāti Porou 22. Full line out called. Referee just calls time while they set the line out. Players coming and going. Full line out called here as Ropata with the ball. Throws it high and it's taken cleanly by Lammett. Comes down now to Cameron on the burst. Gives it up to Setawaru. He takes it 15 out from the line. Pick and go here from Zimmerman. Takes it 5 out from the line. Horowhenua piling over the top of this. Referee's got a penalty against Ngāti Porou up offside at the first ruck. This one here, kickable. It's about 16 or 17 out from the line, about 15 in from that far side of touch. Offside, the call against Ngāti Porou East Coast. Shot called as Horowhenua looks to accumulate points here. This one here, 15 metres in from that far side of touch. Just outside the 22. As Ethan Reti will line this up. His, what's this, his 4th shot at goal. Been successful with, no, his 3rd shot at goal. No, it's not, it's his 4th shot at goal. He's been successful with 3. Oh, hang on, we'll get it right. He's had 3 shots, he's been successful with 2. Here's the 4th shot, we'll get it right. Confusing ourselves. He's yeah, just a metre outside the 22. And we've actually got a good crowd that's turned up. First game. First home game, I should say. As Reti comes in now, strikes, it's high, does it have the accuracy? Curls back inside the post, extends it out to 13-3.
Another penalty to Horowhenua there, taking the score. Horowhenua Kapiti 13. Ngāti Porou East Coast.
Towards their own 10-metre line. Tamo with a little box kick. The wind's going to grab it, but BJ Sydney takes it. Sends it wide to Saliko. Saliko stepping. He's got blue opposition jerseys all over him. Takes it to Dick now. Parks sends it out wide to Haidua. Haidua has to step. Throws a long pass out to Moike and a bit of space now out to Bartlett. Bartlett steps back infield, puts Haidua away in space. Haidua down the sideline. Benny Haidua over the 10 metre, still going. Players inside him. He's got Parks with him. Well read there by Soriano. Back to Bartlett. Oh, and Soriano gets in the way. Puts a little kick through. Richards coming back to clean this one up. Fields it on the 10 metre line. Goes straight back past Soriano. Tries to step out of his tackle. Doesn't do so. From the side, looked like it. The referee says no. He's got a penalty against Ngāti Pro holding on to the ball. Looked like Horowhenua just coming from the side there. Referee giving them the benefit of the doubt. This one here, midway 10 metre 22 inside Horowhenua Kapiti territory. About 6 or so in from this grandstand side of the field. As the banana kick out there from So'oialo. And we'll do our little bit for the rugby and go and get the ball. As Ropata with the ball now. 5 metres inside Ngāti Pro territory. They go high at the back and Lammett has been lost backwards. Parks, he cleans it up for Ngāti Pro. He sends it out to Perrin Manuel, their first receiver. He takes it into contact, spins through the first tackle, takes it down. Didn't look like a release there, referee, but the referee says Ngāti Pro East Coast not releasing Perrin Manuel. Looks like the tackle player had him released. It's quite a touchy subject, that rule in rugby. Up to the referee's interpretation of who got there first. And shot called. This one here, just inside Ngāti Pro East Coast territory, about 6 or 7 metres. Straight out in front. Reti's definitely showing he's got the legs and the kicking. Just picking up a bit of interference from the live stream commentary, but sorry, it's not live. We played later. As Ethan Letty lines this one up, he's about 45 out, straight out in front. Sends it high. Does it have the accuracy? Just outside the post. Just outside the post. Score remains 13-3.
Misconversion there, leaving the score at 13-3 to Horowhenua Kapiti.
It's not a misconversion, it's a miss penalty. As now when Haidua looks to restart the drop kick. Has a look at his options, comes back to this grandstand side of the field, it stays high. Into Ricky underneath it, it's picked up by Perrin Manuel. Having lost forward. Just lost forward, I think, off Ricky to Titchborn. Do a scrum. If they'd left each other alone, we would have got the ball. So, the scrum here, it's 5 metres in from this near side of touch. Midway 10 metre 22 inside Ngāti Pro East Coast territory. Tamo with the ball. Scrum down, ball in, solid scrum, it's twisting, Tamo plucks it out, he goes out wide to Reti. Reti sends it up the middle, and it's a strong charge there by the little fullback there. Or little winger, sorry. They still got control here, Horowhenua Kapiti. Working it up towards the 22. And they work it out wide now, and I think that was Paioa in the back line. No, that was the second 5. Kilimete. 15 out from Ngāti Pro line now, inside the 22. Lammett getting his hands on the ball. They get it out wide to the number 8. It's Fermanus. Quick hands here out to Reti. Reti's got big boys standing in the backs. They find the winger. They get Setawalu away. Setawalu in space heading towards the goal. Cuts back on the angle. Runs a strong line.
18-3 with the conversion to come.
That takes the score out to 18-3. Horowhenua Kapiti there just finding space out wide, and again the forwards running in the backs as we found last week, just creating that extra overlap. Score 18-3, just looking at the time, 32 minutes gone. As Reti lines this one up, he's only about 10 metres out in front of the post. Straight between the posts.
23 to Horowhenua Kapiti.
And then you hear the score in the background, 25-3. That successful conversion. And about 7 minutes to go in this first half, kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications as well as Blackberry Contractors. Big mihi to the two teams that kindly bringing you these live broadcasts as it goes high, and it just bounces 10, does it? No, it doesn't go 10. So, mistake there from the kickoff. It'll be a midfield scrum for Horowhenua Kapiti. Just not quite going the 10 metre required for the kickoff to be legal. Midfield scrum. Big opportunity here. Ngāti Porou East Coast do have the advantage of the slight breeze here in the first half. As of yet, unable to get any good ball. Been on defence most of this first half. Scrum down now. Bit of scrum there from Ngāti Porou, but Tamo brings it out now to Soialo on this near side. He goes for a run. He's got a cutter with him, but he's been isolated. Good tackle there by Horowhenua as it goes back infield to Reti. Reti to his forwards now. They juggle it, but Lammett brings, sorry, that's number 4, Shelford. Shelford brings it up. They go wide again. Send it wide out to the number 6, Zimmerman. He's got his number 8 with him. It's Fermanus. Pick and go through the big boys. I think that's number 3, Cameron again. Pick and go there from, and they find space up the middle through Setawalu. He gets it away now to the number 11, who races away and scores in the corner.
Another try to the Manahiri for Horowhenua Kapiti.
Finding a bit of space up the ruck now.
Conversion to come.
The Horowhenua team, that's the second time there. They've just popped up behind the ruck. Ngāti Porou East Coast, the guard dogs, you hear the players call them, just not there at the moment around the ruck. And the coach won't be very happy with that as they head towards half time. 5 minutes to go. 25-3. Horowhenua with a big lead here in this first half, kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications and Blackberry Contractors. And of course the live stream, or the delayed coverage, will be brought to you by Ngāti Porou Seafoods Limited. Right out on the sideline here for Reti. This one here, he's taking it back about 5 outside the 22, a couple of metres in, or a metre in from the far side of touch. Kicking into a bit of wind. Not much breeze, but it is favouring Ngāti Porou East Coast. It hasn't impacted at all on Horowhenua Kapiti's kicking. And that one there, no, strays to the side of the post.
Score remains 25.
And the score remains 25-3 as you can hear in the background. And we're having a few problems with the commentary going to our camera, so apologise when you watch this back on the replay later if the commentary is dropping in and out. Batteries are full. The signal's full. Just not just having some problems. So Horowhenua comes back to restart this as we head towards half-time. About 3 minutes to go till half-time here at Whakarua Park. As he kicks across to the far side this time. And it's Paeaua, I think, just inside his 22. He takes it, throws a dummy. He's taken down just outside the 22 now. As Horowhenua get over the top of this. Tamo, it goes between his legs, but Paeaua there again has gotten back to his feet. Takes it up again. They set it up again and pick and go here from the forwards. Again, straight through the middle as big boy Cameron goes for a rumble up towards the 10-metre line. Comes out now again. They send it up the middle through the big number 5 there. That's Winterburn. Working it through the forwards. They pick and go again through Zimmerman up to the halfway now. And the big captain, Shelford, goes for a bit of a rumble. Pick and go again through the forwards now. They're finding space around the ruck. It's Ngāti Pro struggling on Diaz. Cameron finds a space down the sideline again. That's the big number 3, about 8 out from the 22 now. They go for a run again into the contact. Lammett, that might have been high. I think advantage here for Horowhenua. 5 out from the 22. Quick hands out to Reti, out to Soialo. He throws the dummy. Taken down just shy of the 22. Quick ball from Tamo and he's lost it forward, but the referee will go back. No advantage. I think this is a high shot coming in. Penalty. He's having a word to the captain, Horowhenua. And go back for the penalty. 25-3 with a couple of minutes left on the clock here. And they've taken shots all day. They'll probably take another one. Oh, no, not this time. They're going to kick for the corner. Try and score a try before half-time. This one here, 5 metres out. Right in that far corner. Horowhenua Kapiti, full line out coming. As they look to get the maul on probably. Shuffling in the line out, they go for the middle. Taken down by Shelford, they set it up. 5 out, they're held. They get it to the back now. Can they get the drive on? They're working it. It's moving forward slowly. Might have been held up here. They drive for the line, taken down a metre short. What's the referee say? Scrum, Ngāti Pro East Coast ball. That was a maul. Well, he's deemed it a maul. I think Shelford there pleading for the tackle. Pleading for the call to go his way. Defensive scrum here for Ngāti Pro East Coast, right on the 5 metre line. And the first 5 there from Horowhenua Kapiti, getting a bit confident. Walking up and getting smart to his opposite number. Scrum down, 5 out from the Ngāti Pro East Coast line, about 15 in from that far side of touch. Big scrum coming from Horowhenua. They might have turned this over. They have. Goes out to Tamo. Tamo to Paeaua. Paeaua trying to drive for the corner. He's held up, I think. This might be another scrum if they can hold him up. It'll be a maul. Oh, we're not sure on the call there. He didn't get to the ground, did he? Referee's calling it a tackle. He's given the scrum to Horowhenua. It looked like the winger there was held up. Referee ruling against their call. He'll give the ball to Horowhenua, an attacking scrum, 5 out. Time up on the clock, well on my watch anyway. I don't know if here at Whakarua Park. As Tamo feeds the scrum. They keep it in the back. Trying to inch it forward. They've got it spinning. What's the referee say? The number 8, it's plucked out now. He tries to reach for the line. Might have lost it forward, I think. He's having a discussion with the touchy. It's a penalty against Ngāti Pro East Coast. From the side, I think. Or deliberate knockdown. I can't figure out. Quick tap by Shelford. He gets it up to Cameron. He takes it down just shy of the line. What's the referee say? spinning, twisting, trying to get it down. Right on the line here is Tamo tries to pluck it out. Shelfer's got in there. It goes out to Reti. Reti with a pass out now to Setawali. Oh, he steps through, steps back and places it under the post. A big man in the midfield, just proving to be a bit of a handful for Ngāti Porou East Coast. Puts another 5-pointer on the board.
Another try to the
30 points to 3.
To 30 to 3.
Ngāti Porou East Coast there, just unable to hang on. As we'll go to half time after this, with Horowhenua Kapiti with a strong lead. And you can see the, not that I'm liking it, you can see the Horowhenua boys getting all cocky now. Got a big lead here. Starting to make jokes with their reserves on the sideline. And that is half time. Successful conversion there. 32. Yeah, hey Ken, we've got underway here as Ngāti Porou come out of their 22 as it comes up to Saliko. Saliko dancing up towards the 10-metre line down this grandstand side of the field. Timmy Parks goes out to Haidawa now, Narangi Haidawa. Back infield to Kernahan. They set it up in the midfield as Ngāti Porou try and recycle this. Parksy having a look at his options. He keeps it going wide out to Haidawa. Gets it up to Hone Haidawa. Well, he takes on the defence back infield. It's been tidied up at the back there by Tika Moike, I think. Brings it right onto the 10-metre line, 15 in from that far side as it comes out now to Haidawa. Narangi Haidawa up to Maxwell in the midfield. They're still trying to recycle it here. Sammy Parks again, quick ball out to, that's Tichborne I think. Tichborne showing and spinning and goes out of the tackle, brings it up to the halfway. As we've gone live on our Facebook page, Ken, then I'll just use my phone. We're having a breakdown with the communications up there at the live streaming as the Ngāti Porou working through manual. Quick ball out to Parks though. Parks comes back this grandstand side of the field. Saliko with a ball. And it's been knocked on there picked up by Maxwell. He gets it to Sydney down the sideline. Sydney puts a little chip through, but it's been pushed out. And there's someone trying to text me, but I can't respond to texts, film and commentate all at the same time. So sorry. As this line out will take place 5 metres inside Ngāti Porou East Coast territory. I think one of those texts is telling me they're going live on the NPEC page as well. Might have been fixed up. Ken, you might be able to tell me if you can have a look on your computers, but I'll just keep it here on my phone as well. Coverage kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications and Blackbee Contractors. And if that live stream is working on the NPC page, it's brought to you by Ngāti Porou Seafoods Limited. Scrum down, 5 metres inside Ngāti Porou territory, 5 in from touch. Referee blows it up again. And so there you have Whānau. Looks sounds like the live feed is on. I might switch mine off soon. Scrum down as we wait for the scrum to be set. A couple of minutes gone in this second half. 2-3 Horowhenua Kapiti lead, Ngāti Porou East Coast. Can't make out any changes on the paddock. Scrum down, big shunt from Horowhenua. They look to turn it over. Referee's got a penalty against Ngāti Porou. And it'll be a look at the shot at the sideline, I think. They'll try and push it down this grandstand side of the field. Look for a line out down the sideline. As Sohiale comes up. No, it's going to be a shot at goal. This one here. Yeah. 45 on the angle. Sohiale. He does have his
tight. The ankle there taped quite heavily on the outside of the boot and the sock. No wind here, the wind has dropped though in the second half. Okay, that it picks up a little bit, but just a slight breeze here. Second half it will favour Horowhenua Kapiti whenever it starts to pick up. There's Soeale just lining this one up. 32-3 Horowhenua Kapiti lead. Touch, about 40. Comes in now. It's got the height, but it hasn't got the accuracy as it stays inside the post there. On the outside of the post, I should say. There's
Penalty attempt from Horowhenua Kapiti.
puts it down for a
So the
Route
score
22
remains
restart.
Horowhenua 32, Ngāti Pro East Coast 3.
As they play around with it for the restart again. Sammy Parks gives it back to Narangi Haidua. He'll look to get us back underway. As he looks down their far side, they send it deep back towards the halfway. And it's one of the King Country players. He gives it up to the number 14 there. It's Henare. Sets it up on Ngāti Pro East Coast 10 metre line. Pick and go through the middle there. Off the ruck they go again. There's Horowhenua taking it up towards the 22 inside Ngāti Pro territory. Comes out to the backs now. Zimmerman at second receiver. He's a hard man to stop. I'm going to stop filming because they tell me the other one is live. To the captain Shelford. Now. They work it down the far side. Back to the Silawalu. And they've gone in again. There's Horowhenua Kapiti, this time through Willie Paioa. As that big man, Kelemete, Timo Silawalu, just proving to be a big handful in the midfield. They put a 5-pointer on, take it out to 37-3. And the wind is picking up here. It's actually changed a bit. It's spun around and it's favouring the coast when it picks up a bit. So this one here, he's right out on the sideline. Just oh no, actually he's about 3 metres in, might be 4 metres in from the far side of touch. A couple of metres outside the 22. And I think we are live again, whānau, so welcome to all our viewers. Big mihi to Ngāti Pro Seafoods Limited for kindly bringing you the live stream. I've had a few problems, but we'll try and get that first half up for you for replay for later on. Actually, there's not much to watch in the first half. The score was 32-3. As Ethan Reti lines this one up. Comes in now, strikes. It's high. Does it have the accuracy? Beautiful high kick and straight between the post. Flags go up. Takes it out to 39-3.
Horowhenua Kapiti 39.
Boys in blue getting a bit of a lesson. They'll have to try and do something. Put some sting back in this game. As I said, these Horowhenua Kapiti boys starting to get a bit cocky in amongst themselves now. Not a nice thing to hear when you're a Sky Blue supporter. You want to start giving it back to them from the sideline. Here we go, is Narangi Haidua. He sends it across to the far side, looking into the sun here. It's taken cleanly, no, he's dropped it backwards though, as the big man Shelford. They've still got it here though, as Horowhenua Kapiti, as they look for their number 8. He gets past the first, he's a strong runner, gets a nice pass away to his big lock there. Winterburn takes it up towards the halfway. They still got it here through Shelford again. And the penalty coming against from this, is that shoulder contact into the head, I think, from the big man Shelford. Driving through. Bit of an illegal contact. Sammy Parks just inside Horowhenua Kapiti territory will look for the sideline. Takes play just inside Horowhenua Kapiti 22 by about a metre. Across on their far side of the pitch. Short line out coming. Looks like only 5-6 men walking to the line out. Might be 5 men, 4 men, 5 men. 5-man line out. They look for Kernahan, comes down to Parks, quick ball out to Haidua. Haidua gets it across to Bartlett. Bartlett goes for a bit of a run, snakes straight through the middle, looking for support. Where's his runners? Goes back to Richards, who loses it. Setawaru picks it up for Horowhenua Kapiti. Vernon Bartlett with a strong run there, but no support. There's a number 20 on. We'll try and get a number for you. McGregor on there for Horowhenua Kapiti as Reti looks for the sideline. Referee's got a knock on in there. He'll go back for no advantage. Slicing run there from the veteran Vernon Bartlett. Just no support there, and then the supporting players a few metres behind him, just unable to hang on to the ball there, and it's popped up in the danger man for Horowhenua Kapiti's hands. Just a big man, Setawaru, in that centre. It's a defensive scrum here for Horowhenua Kapiti. Haven't seen them down in their 22 for a while. As Tamo looks to feed the scrum. Waits for the call. Scrum in. Ball in. Solid scrum there from Horowhenua as they work it out to this blind side, and it's Paioa down the sideline with a heap of space in front of him. Willie Paioa. He gets over the top of BJ Sydney. He's got Kernahan chasing him. He steps inside Kernahan. He's got Parks. Tries to pass, and it's been lost forward there, I think, by Knightsborough East Coast. Horowhenua get up with it. Right down by Knightsborough East Coast 22 through Lambert into the 22 now. Strong run down the sideline. Penalty coming for Knightsborough East Coast. Bit of a relief there. Quick tap taken by Sammy Parks as the referee says off the mark. He was right by you, ref. And strong run there. Looks like James Soyalo, that ankle injury, he's come off. So number 20, Stuart McGregor, gone on to the right wing. And the right winger, Henare, has gone to fullback. So first change of the game there for Horowhenua Kapiti. And Knightsborough East Coast push it up the sideline there from their penalty. It's right on the 10-metre line, down in front of the grandstand. They look for Haidua, no, they fake and they go back to Ross, and it's been picked up there by Horowhenua Kapiti as the big man Cameron powers into the ruck again. He sets it up on the 10-metre line, Knightsborough East Coast 10-metre line, they go out to Reti, they send it wide. Long pass out to Setawalu, he's in space, he puts McGregor down the sideline. His first touch of the ball, heading for the corner, over the line, oh! Big run down the sideline there from the new man on the paddock, and he gets a 5-pointer. 44 points to 3. King Country starting to open it up. Well, they opened it up when there were 32 points to 3. Oh, here we go again. Sorry, whānau, keep calling them King Country. Half asleep, still back there in Tikawiti. Oh, no, I got out of there straight after the game, Ken. I drove all the way back, got home just after midnight. So, yeah, I don't know why I'm still stuck in King Country. I'll get it right. Sorry to any Horowhenua Kapiti listeners. I'll be saying, listen to this egg, he keeps calling them King Country. Well, they're playing like King Country last week. They just haven't cranked up a score that King Country did last week. So, 44-3, Horowhenua Kapiti lead. Ethan Reti with the extra point duties. Just outside the 22, about 7 or 8 in from that far side of touch. There's another change coming, number 21. I think that's Dylan Taylor. I'll try and get a number for you. There's another change coming as well. Number 18 coming on, that's Anthony Ackerman. Let's just try and keep an eye on who's come off there. It's the number 6 Zimmerman that's coming off.
Better try there from Horowhenua Kapiti.
Solid game
Score
from
now
him.
is 46. Ngāti Pro East
So
Coast
that
3.
conversion was successful, 46-3. As Hairoa comes back to restart, Narangi Hairoa. He's going to kick across to that far side again. It hangs up in the sun, doesn't go 10. And Shelford just loses it in the sunlight there, but he's taken it out. I think it'll be a Ngāti Pro throw-in. 12 metres inside Horowhenua territory. So, you know, Sun doing Ngāti Pro East Coast a bit of favour then and getting in the eyes of the big man Shelford. Line out here as Winter Ricky looking to throw the ball. They look to the back and it's been tapped down. It's been lost forward by Sammy Parks though, as he just couldn't clean that tap down. So it'll be a Horowhenua Kapiti scrum feed. Just outside their 10-metre line. More or less centre field. And they set their back line deep. Serowalu. He's been a danger every time he gets the ball. Little halfback looking to feed the scrum. They get it to the back now. Pulls it out to Reti. Reti up to Kilaueti. He takes a step inside, gets past Hairoa. They set it up, drive over the top here. Referee's got a penalty against Horowhenua Kapiti again from the side. I've been doing that a few times. I think I thought my thoughts are that he's missed it a few times. Sammy Parks looks for the sideline. Does he find it? Only just inside the 22 by about 2 metres, might be a metre and a half, across on that far side of the field. We'll go right back to where we just had a line out a couple of minutes ago. So the boys in blue just unable to get close to that try line of Horowhenua Kapiti's in this game so far. Line out, they go high and it's tapped down. It's picked up by Hakarangi Tichborne, but the referee says he's lost it forward. It'll be a scrum, Horowhenua Kapiti scrum.
Okay, you ready to go on?
Just outside their 22. Defensive scrum feed here, 15 in from their far side of touch. Tamo looking to put the ball in. Solid scrum there. They pick it off the back now. Back to Tamo. Gives it up to Kilaueti. Takes it into contact again. Again, strong run from the second 5. Sets it up midway 10 metre 22. Goes back to Reti in the pocket. Finds a nice bounce into touch inside Ngāti Pro East Coast territory by about 3 metres. Right down in front of the grandstand here at Whakarua Park. There's some changes coming for Ngāti Pro. Looks like Jaden Milder coming on. Scott Lazenby coming. Looks like Benny Hairoa. Jack Richards coming off. So expect Hone Hairoa to go to the blind side or open side. Lazenby into lock. They look for Kernahan, takes it cleanly down to Parks. There's a long pass out to Hairoa. Pucks it in, gives it to Bartlett. Bartlett with a nice pass out to Moike. Moike in space up the midfield. TK over the halfway, still going, gets into contact now. Takes it down on the 10-metre line. Parks with quick ball, they keep it going the same way. Saliko stepping. He's just held, gets the pass away though. Ngāti Pro working it up, 15 inside Horowhenua territory, out to Bartlett. Bartlett gives it up now to Maxwell. They drive over the top, quick ball from Parks and it bounces up, it bounces badly and it's going to go over the sideline, just unlucky there. Pass there, not going to hand. 3 big forwards out wide, the ball went behind them. Just unable to rein it in before it went over the sideline. Line out here, Horowhenua Kapiti just inside their own half, right down in front of the grandstand here at Whakarua Park. Short line out called. 5-man line out. They look for the middle. It's Shelford down to his halfback. Gets it away now to Reti. Reti got a big number 8 there. out in the midfield. They set it up. They come back to this near side to Lambert running at first receiver. He's still going as the number 7, just pulled down there by Tichborne. He gets back to his feet again. Takes it about 5 out from the 22, might be a little bit more. Tamo pucks it out to Reti. Reti up now to the big number 5, Winterburn. Defence is holding. They're looking for the ball here. Tamo looking for the ball. His forwards pick and go through Cameron. Back to Tamo. Tamo up the middle again. Gets the ball back to the new man, number 18. It's Ackerman. They've still got control here, about inside the 22 now, Horowhenua Kapiti. Trying to sneak it around that ruck again. Tamo out to, goes out wide to Shelford. He loses it forward though. Referee's going to come back. No advantage there to Ngāti Porou East Coast. Scrum down. Defensive scrum there. Defence able to hang on. There's some more changes coming now. Looks like Tamo's coming off with the number 19. It's Tainui Brown. And there's another number going on. Excuse me, whānau. I'll try and make out where the changes. Number 18's gone to the side of the scrum. That's Ackerman. He came on before. We've got 21, 22. There must be another forward that's come off. Number 19's gone to halfback. As the scrum goes down, it pops out now. Horowhenua comes away with the referee's got a penalty though against Ngāti Porou. Standing up in the scrum, I think. Horowhenua Kapiti having the upper hand in the scrums. And they're going to call for another one. 46-3 if you've just joined us. Coverage kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications and Blackbeard Contractors. Of course, if you're watching the live stream, we send a mihi out to Ngāti Porou Seafoods Limited. As we wait for the scrum to set. Attacking scrum here for Horowhenua Kapiti. Looks like just outside the 22. More or less centre field. They've lined all the backs out to the right-hand side as the new halfback sends it out to Reti. Reti looking for a runner. It's been picked up by Bartlett. Bartlett in the space. He's intercepted it as he's still got the legs to go all the way. He's got Sydney coming with him. Oh, Sydney can't take the pass, but Saliko's back there. They pick it up now. They're through Saliko. Saliko takes it down 5 shy of the 22. Sammy Parks digging in to look for the ball. Comes out now to Tichborne. Tichborne takes it into contact. Still going as Tichborne takes it to Dick now. Parks looking for it. Comes out now to Haidua. Haidua gets it up to his cousin Hone Haidua. Goes through the gap. Just outside the 22, Sammy Parks goes back to the new man, Lazenby. He's driven backwards. They've still got it here, Ngāti Porou, as they come back to this near side through Perrin Manuel. He takes it over into the 22. Parks looking for the ball again. Comes out to Haidua now. Haidua looking for a runner. Sends it out to Saliko. Saliko stepping. Gets the ball back inside to Haidua. We'll race away for their first 5-pointer. Better work there from the boys in blue. As they worked it down this near side. So we'll try and get away from that loud celebration music in the background. Got some nice work there as they came down this near side a touch here. Ngārangi Haidua. He flicked the ball wide to Morris Saliko. And Morris there, we'd love to see this guy get a bit more ball. Able to just couple of little jinks there. Little pass around the back, and he's put Ngārangi Haidua in space, who's raced, must be about 15-20 metres. Put the first 5-pointer on the board for Ngāti Porou today. 46-8 with the kick to come. So providing a bit of joy there for the Sky Blue staunch supporters here at Whakarua Park today. Mihi out to all of the staunch Sky Blue supporters that come down to watch this game today. As Haidua, the ball rolls off the tee. You have to come back and place the ball again. Yeah, something to cheer about for the crowd and all of the supporters watching from wherever you are watching. Don't forget, always drop us a comment. We love to see where the whānau are watching from. Last week we had people from the States, from Holland, and so Haidua, and it just stays outside the post there. Score remains 46-8. With about 24 minutes gone in the second half. As,
So conversion there, score now, Ngāti Pro East Coast 8,
will be a Horowhenua restart.
Horowhenua Kapiti 46.
As the ground announcer there just reminds you, 46-8, Horowhenua Kapiti lead. As they look to get their season back on track after they had a bit of a hiccup last week. As Reti sends it deep, goes deep into the 22. Haidua's underneath it. Hone Haidua, he takes it. He goes for a bit of a run. Brings it up to the 22. They set it up. They get over the top here. Sammy Park sends it wide quickly. They won't get out wide. Adam Ross on the run. He sends it back infield and it's been picked up by Reti. He gets it back to Setawalu for Horowhenua Kapiti. As it's pick and go there from Lammett. He's had a strong game as Lammett. They drive him towards the sideline. Into the 22 he goes, as the new halfback there, number 19, Brown looking for the ball, goes out wide now to Reti. Reti sends it again to Kiruwiti, out to Cameron in the backs, that's the number 3. He gets around the tackle of the Haidua. They've still got it here as Horowhenua Kapiti. They keep working it blind. The number 19 goes for a bit of a run. That's Brown, he's still got the ball. They throw him to the deck now, he's about, he's right just inside the 22, the number 8 there. Fermanus goes for a run. Still got control here as Horowhenua. Might be Lazenby might have got over the top of this. Some good work by, is that Scotty Lazenby? No, that's TK Moike. TK Moike, quick tap. They give it to Saliko in space. Saliko, he's looking for support now and he just can't get it. Bounces nicely for BJ Sydney. And he just steps on the sideline as he tries to dance past his opposite number. Saliko, Morris Saliko showing he's got a lot of skill. We just want to see him in a bit of space. It's like Sammy Parks coming off and Fabian Kahaki coming on. Sammy Parks getting a break. He's had a strong game as Mr. Parks as always. As they go high in the front, does Horowhenua Kapiti, goes out wide to the number 21 now. That's Dylan Taylor. He sets it up on his 10-metre line. His forwards get there. Quick ball from Brown now as he goes for a little bit of a run. Snipes around the ruck. Sets it up 5 inside his own half as they bring it back to the near side for Fermanus. He takes it into contact again. Taken down just shy of the halfway. Referee's got a penalty against Ngāti Pro here. Off his feet. Looks like Shelford there, just a little bit of feeling still in their game there, in the forwards there. A couple of boys coming up, holding each other quite firmly. As Reti from the penalty pushes the play down this grandstand side of the field. Takes play midway 10-metre 22 inside Ngāti Pro East Coast territory. Short line out called here from Horowhenua as they drop 2 forwards out into the backs, and it's been picked up here by Kahaki as he breaks down the sideline for Ngāti Pro East Coast, puts the little kick through. It bounces end over end into the 22 as it bounces up nicely there for Taylor. He goes for a run, gets it away now to the Henare, who puts the boot to it. He'll find touch up by the halfway. As a big touch finder there from deep in his 22. It's a bit of loose ball there for Ngāti Pro East Coast, able to break out. Line out right on the halfway though. It'll be Ngāti Pro East Coast ball as they drop a few forwards out of the line out. Short line out coming here. Winter Ricky, sorry, that's Perrin Manuel with the ball. They go to the back. Comes down nicely for Kernahan. Equate to Kahaki. Kahaki out to Haidua, out to Moike with a long pass out to Sydney. Sydney juggles, and he just can't hang on to it. In a bit of space. just unable to hang on to the pass there. It'll be a scrum feed to Horowhenua Kapiti with about 12 minutes to go. The second half kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications and Black Bee Contractors. Of course, if you're watching the live stream, we're here to Ngāti Porou Seafoods Limited. The sea's rough at the moment, so there will not be much seafood collecting going on. Some of the biggest swells I've seen up in Te Araroa. They were surfy, we're just waiting for it to clean up. Scrum down right on the halfway line, 5 metres in from this near side of touch. Brown to feed the scrum. Better scrum there from Ngāti Porou. Horowhenua, they pull it out now as it goes out to Reti. Reti sends it wide to Kilaueti. He puts a little boot to it, sends it deep, and Saliko having to race across there, but it'll beat him into touch. And so Horowhenua drive Ngāti Porou back into their 22. This line out about 6 metres inside their 22. And the change is coming. Looks like Tim Barbridge and Taina Portai coming. Taina Portai swapping with TK Moike. And the line out has gone quickly. And it's being dragged away by Kahaki for Ngāti Porou East Coast as they work it quickly up to Peter Bishop. Peter Bishop takes it into contact, takes it down just inside the 22 as they work it out quickly again. Portai with a long pass over to Sydney. Sydney has to wait for the bounce. And it's bounced off a Horowhenua Kapiti charge down. It'll be a Ngāti Porou line out. Midway 10 metre 22, still inside their own territory. So that play was able to take place while subs were still coming and going. I think Ngāti Porou actually had 17 on the park. As players are coming off, making their way off now. Looks like Taylor Maxwell and TK Moike come off the park. Short line out called here from Ngāti Porou. As they go to the back, and it's gone right over the top, and it's picked up by Lammert for Horowhenua Kapiti. Pulled off him by the number 18, that's Ackerman. As he drives into the 22, he's held though by Bishop. They might have held him up here. No, what's the referee say? Scrum. Yes, they did well there. Hold him up and get the call for the scrum. Ackerman there just getting a bit isolated. Peter Bishop and a couple of his mates in blue there doing well to get involved there and hold him up off the ground. So this time here it's a scrum. It looks like it's just outside the 22. It might be just inside the 22 from where I'm standing. Split back line here from Ngāti Porou. As Kahaki will feed the scrum. Scrum's gone down. Referee's blown it up. As we're into the last 10 minutes of this game. Beautiful day here in Ruatoria. Especially after the week of, or the midweek rain we had. Quite a bit of surface flooding and water around the district. And the old eastern, the northern side there around Whanau Apanui. Had a few slips across the road. As we wait for the scrum to be set here. Centre field scrum right on the 22. Ngāti Porou East Coast feed. Ball goes in, Kahaki puts it in. That's a better scrum there from Ngāti Porou. As they pluck it off the back now through Hideaway, he sends it out to Saliko. Saliko with a long pass out to Sydney. Sydney steps back infield. Takes it to deck just shy of the 10 metre line. Referee's got a penalty against Horowhenua Kapiti. Ruck was formed. Now look for the sideline again. Still a bit of feeling in this game. As it'll be Narangi Hairoa looking for the sideline. And he pushes it down just over the halfway by about 3 metres. Or a couple of metres. As one of the Horowhenua players goes down. As we'll have a stoppage in play here. We wait for one of the Horowhenua players to receive treatment. As I think all the bench has been emptied now, both benches. Oh, might be one more for Horowhenua Kapiti, I think. They might have one reserve left. And Ngāti Porou will have one more. I think Mangu Kemp's still on the bench there for Ngāti Porou East Coast. And as I speak, looks like Horowhenua Kapiti making that last change. As number 5, Joel Winterburn, makes his way off. He's replaced by number 22, Corey Kennett.
Substitution on for
And it'll be a Ngāti Porou East Coast line-out throw, a couple of metres inside Horowhenua Kapiti territory. They go high to Kernahan, out now to Haidua, Ngāringi Haidua across to Bartlett. Bartlett steps, takes into the contact, just inside the Horowhenua Kapiti territory. Out now to Ross. Ross gets it up to Tichborne. Tichborne breaks through a couple, takes it to deck now, just shy of the 10-metre line. Not held, he gets to his feet again. Kahaki goes for a bit of a run, he's held though. Ngāti Porou have still got control of this, I think. Milner plays halfback, referee's got a penalty against Ngāti Porou though. Not too sure what that's for. High, I think he's making contact to the head. This one here, about 6 in from that far side of touch, just shy of Horowhenua Kapiti's 10-metre line. As Reti sends it downfield, he'll find touch. Deep in the 22. This one here, about 15 out from the corner flag. 46-8, with about 5 minutes to go in this second half, kindly brought to you by Sky Blue Communications, Blackbeard Contractors, and of course the live stream courtesy of Ngāti Porou Seafoods Limited. Line out here as they go high to the back, and it's not straight. It's been knocked forward, not straight, says the referee. No advantage there to Ngāti Porou East Coast. Just didn't bounce up for them either. So it'll be a defensive scrum feed. 15 in from touch, 15 out from their line. As we count down the final minutes here in the second half. Strong performance by Horowhenua Kapiti. They've had control of this game since about the 20-minute mark in the first half. They started to break away with it. Ball in, strong scrum coming, it's popped out, it's gotten messy, it's picked up here by Horowhenua Kapiti as they drive towards the line. Still rumbling with the ball. They're taken down just shy of the line. They pick and go again, driven back, right on the line. The defence is just holding. They're getting involved now as they drive towards the line. Stop just short again. Ngāti Porou right on the line on defence. Is Horowhenua Kapiti now, they come out wide, held up here. They still got it though as they pick and go through the middle, just short again. The little halfback picks it out, Brown, he tries to go himself. No, he's pushed back again. The defence is holding, they pick and go again. Can he get it down? What's the referee say? Held up, I think. Only just. Horowhenua Kapiti scrum feed. Desperate defence there from the boys in Sky Blue. As Horowhenua Kapiti throwing everything at them. About 3 minutes left. An attacking scrum here, more or less just to the side of the post. 5 metre scrum. Split back line. The majority are out to the grandstand side of the park. Ball in. Brown, he comes off the back with his number 8. He gets the ball. He's still going as Brown. He sends it wide to the new winger on the paddock. He's held, just pushed over the sideline into the flag, I think. Some good defence across there, and I think that's full time. Referee says yes, that's full time. So Horowhenua there with the final say there, able to stop that try in the corner. King Country have come out on top here with a comprehensive victory, 46 points to 8, Ken. We're back next week here at Whakarua Park taking on Wairarapa Bush. We'll give a big mihi to our sponsors, Sky Blue Communications, Anthony and Georgina Nelson. Of course, the Blackbee boys there, Blackbee Contractors, Ngāti Porou Seafoods Limited for bringing you the live stream. We apologise for the problems we had in the first half whānau, but congratulations to Horowhenua Kapiti. I have to take my hat off and go and say congratulations to my mate who's the coach. I'm not going to like this at all. He's going to rub it in. But back next week against Wairarapa Bush. We'll see you then, whānau, about 2:20 next week. Kia ora, Ken.